I also might be going through what like an ADHD high today. If you have a neurospicy brain, you know what this feels like. But some days you feel like you could attack and defeat a JRPG god, and today feels like that day for me. So sometimes your brain is like kind to you, which is awesome. But yeah, this is Wanderstop. I actually have to change the profile. I did play a little bit off stream, back on profile 1 a couple of days ago, as you could tell. But I didn't get too far. I got distracted by other stuff. It was at midnight. Look at the 12:42 a.m. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I didn't get too far. I actually didn't get any further than we already had gotten on profile 2. So don't worry about it. But yes, this is Wanderstop. Previously on Wanderstop, we are the swords person, Alta. We are a tryhard, just kind of like on the verge of intensely burning out. And we found this tea shop in the woods, magic forest that don't question it, run by a very lovely guy named Boro. And he basically invited us to chill and help run the tea shop with him. And now we're doing that. And we're going to learn about burnout and meet some silly folks, maybe. And, you know, make some tea. So let's continue that. Me trying to remember what I did last time to explain it was really funny. I'm like, what did I do? I don't know. It's a mystery. I love that that's... Oh. Well, that's what I was doing last time. I was holding a Pluffin. I think there's a button I can push to... Yeah, I just spawned with a Pluffin in my hands. Also have a good luck, Komodo. Please tell me you can hear the Pluffin squeaks every time I move. Also have a good lurk. Sparks. Audible squeaks, 10 out of 10. Okay, good. We're gonna drop the Pluffin. Oh, and again, thank you to Ivy Road, the devs of this. They gave me like a PR thing. I do just have the Pluffin chilling on my desk at all times now, because he's amazing and lovely. I love this keychain very much. Is to perceive. This is a treasured object for me. On brand Pluffin times. I love them. But yeah, I don't remember what we were doing other than we read like a silly hard-boiled noir book for a second, and that was fun. Oh yeah, and the music is bizarre. Oh, were we getting something for him? Hold on, sir. I don't remember what I was doing with you. Hi, Gerald. Gerald. I'm gonna say Gerald. Hi. Did you say there was tea? Is there? No, not yet. I'll be back. You said you wanted the same thing as last time, but with the jam you gave me, right? That's right. Do you have any extra jam on you? I ran out. I did? Oh, you betcha. I do. I always come prepared for exactly this situation. Cool. Can never be too cautious when it comes to your son's favorite jam. That's just something I'm always saying. I wish I could get free jam. Cat, hi. I know. I don't remember why. Oh, what have you got in your hand? I'm putting the jam here. Hold on. What have you got? You have the jam. The Pluffin stole my jam. Hold on. How do I grab it? Grab it. Anybody know there are plans to get this game to Switch? I don't know. This feels like a game that would do well on Switch though, and the dev is not like teeny tiny, so possibly, but don't quote me on that. You know, I'll look it up on the BRB. Okay, so he wanted, what did you want? What do I have? Azzy fruits. Okay, we have everything we need. He wants the high caffeinated drink, which like, don't we all? Let me go here. All right. Water into the tea bong, as Sahana calls it. It does look like that. And then we gotta bap it. We gotta bap it. We gotta heat it. Do a little bap. This is the step I kept forgetting off stream. I kept serving cold tea and nobody was happy with me. It was because I kept forgetting to bap it. Don't forget to bap it. Pro tip, always bap. It's a T-bong. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. I'm gonna toss this in. Tea and the Azzy fruit for caffeine. Because this already caffeinated man definitely needs more. Oh fuck, I forgot the... Hold on. I have made a mistake. I've erred. I put all the jam down. Jam. Why did I put the jam here? Alright. Jam. Oh, digital caffeine won't destroy my guts. That's such a mood. Caffeine really spikes my blood pressure, but we've learned the exact amount I can tolerate without it being a problem. Because I need caffeine for the ADHD. Ooh, it's got like a fun color now. Okay, we're gonna kick this. And then we need a... we need a teacup. Pop it. Twist it. Pull it. Oh. Yeah, I forget the rest of the bop it words too. Also, hi, Boro. Sorry, Boro. I will... I know you have words for me, but I'm gonna do the tea first. Tea. Also, what's great is you don't have to pour... Like, you can just... You don't have to accurately pour this. You can just let it overflow. This is fine. You're feeding the plants and the shrub, the greenery all around the tea bong. Pull it. Wow, I forget to. Yeah, I don't remember the rest. It's like bop it, twist it, pull it, something it. Anyway, I think flick it. Well, that just sounds. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We all know what I'm thinking. All right, here you go. Gerald. Here's the tea you asked for. Great. I love everyone has custom music and like tea animations. Whoa, this is exactly what I had last time. And I can taste the jam too. So cool. You made it exactly the way I asked. That's great. Wow, you're so cool. You're the coolest. I bet Timothy would think you're the coolest person alive. Timothy is a good judge of what's cool and what isn't. Well, I think he's the coolest person alive. I'm gonna say Timothy's a good judge of what's cool and what isn't. Exactly. That's why I have to come out here and be a knight. Being cool doesn't matter until Timothy confirms it. Heck yeah. How's the stop sign investigation going? Oh yeah, he found a stop sign, gave it to us, and it also implies that stop signs existed in this world, and we know what stop signs are, but we don't know what their function is anymore, which really has a lot of world building implications that I'm sure will never get followed up because it's just a fun throwaway line, but my world building ass loves to ponder it. So thank you for that. We're gonna have to find the ad on YouTube later, aren't we? The way he uppins the mug into his helmet, I just like is very good. I love that. Whereas the demon hunter, their animation is like more anxious, a little more subdued, and it's just really cool that there's like unique drinking animations for these characters. I don't know how many other characters there are. Those are the only two I've met, but yeah. How's the stop sign investigation going? I will be honest, it isn't going great. I was hoping to find some hint of alien civilization around here, but it's just like natural stuff. Plus the smoke on my leg is getting thicker. My head is starting to hurt pretty badly. It's becoming a lot, you know? Harold, are you sure you're taking this seriously? It seems like your curse is getting worse. I should make tea. That is an excellent choice. I'm taking it very seriously. Do you know how many sit-ups I've done? I've done sit-ups to the moon and back. I've done so many sit-ups, it would make you dizzy just trying to count that high. I'm just saying, sit-ups can't be the only thing you do to cure yourself. Yeah, exercise alone doesn't fix a problem. You could try lying down here and just resting. Yeah, sit-ups are the ideal counter curse. I don't know how Gerald feels like that's like exercise is the way to fix it, but I guess you can ask Boro if he knows how to cure a curse, because I feel like Boro knows everything. Huh, a true knight doesn't even know how to spell the word cure. What if there's something I can do to help you? Maybe there's a tea that heals curses? Oh, let me stop you right there, kind tea patron. This is a mission for a real knight. I have to find the solution on my own. Timothy can't go thinking I cheated. Why does this matter? There's no way Timothy cares if you cheated. Well, I happen to be an excellent judge of his innermost thoughts. Really? This is what we call like mind reading and fortune telling. Or my therapist calls anyway. Which is to say, don't do that. Don't assume other people's thoughts and feelings and assume and guess that, yeah. Also, Mermaid, hi. Gerald. Besides, this is a perfect adventure for Gerald the Knight. A demonstration of my strength. I will travel out into the forest and find a solution to this purple smoke and pounding headache. Somewhere out there is the, whoa. Did you hear that? That voice? What? What voice? It was a voice as deep as the stars. It spoke to me just now. I'm sure of it. You really didn't hear it? I did not. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoa. Weird. Anyway, I really do need to be off on my adventure. Thank you for the tea. Oh, before I go, let me leave you with this. The stop sign. I never found the origin of the stop sign, so maybe you can find it while I'm away. How would I know the stop sign's origin? You know, like if someone comes by and says, hey, that's my stop sign. Or if you just see a spot that feels like it's where a stop sign came from. That way you can continue my nightly quest. I graciously accept this most noble of undertakings. Not the fine, I'll return the thing you stole. I'm not returning it, I'm keeping it. So it's a most noble of undertakings indeed. Indubitably, forsooth, caprese. Isn't the last one just a sandwich? Alright, now I must be off. I bid you adieu, most conversible of tea stewards. Don't die, Gerald. Gerald. Nope, I have a whole stop sign now. I'm just gonna stash that. Don't ask me where. Also, wow, he really leaves his dirty cup just on the floor. Sure. Wait, where's my cleaner? My little, very elaborate dishwasher. It may be because I have just arrived, but I have no idea what is happening with this dialogue. That's okay. Gerald is a cursed knight trying to... Basically, he's a dad. He's not a real knight. He's a dad trying to please his son, which he doesn't have to. He just needs to chill out a little bit, and then his son will be fine. He's trying too hard in all the wrong ways. Maybe stop signs grow from trees in this world. It's possible. Where can I put the stop sign, actually? I can't put it here. Where can we put it? Ooh, okay. We literally can put this on the ground. All right. What if I put it by the post? Yes. Perfect. Stop. There's tea here. Hell yeah. Okay. We're gonna leave that there. And we're gonna go talk to the demon hunter. Oh no, wait, we'll talk to Boro first. Oh. Boro, you got something for me, friend? Boro, remember that knight who left the shop a little while ago? Gerald, I keep saying it wrong. He came back. Already? How nice for him. The thing is, he claims he's been gone for days. How's that possible? Oh yeah, he came back and was like, it's been like a while. And we were like, you've been gone like 5 minutes. Ah yes, Boro has noticed this phenomenon as well. Very strange, no? It seems the time is moving faster in the forest than it does in this clearing, which means you can run off into the forest and your tea will still be hot when you return. So basically, this is sort of the excuse for the time doesn't change. It's just magic forest stuff. Don't worry. It's been 1 week. Nope. Don't worry about it. Sorry for earworming, everybody. I need a specific scientific explanation for why this is. Okay. Shout out to the writers, because you can definitely tell that they have experienced sci-fi fantasy nerds. There are 2 types of sci-fi fantasy nerds. Well, 3. There's the third, which I exist in, which is I like both of these. I sometimes love elaborate explanations, but also I don't need it to be explained. It can just be a mystery. Have fun with it. Just vibe. Just roll with it. You don't need everything explained, but I like both. Both is good. So there's 3 types of sci-fi fantasy nerds. The one who I need a scientific explanation, like that's specific, thorough, your Brandon Sandersons, elaborate, magical systems, you know, those types of people. Then you have the, I don't want this explained to me because I prefer the mystery. Your Tolkien stuff. How the fuck does magic work in that world? None of us know. So, like, those are kind of the 2 broad category of nerds. And then, of course, the third one where it's like both is good. That's great. I guess there could be a 4th one, which is I don't like magic or explanations at all. Like, I don't even want there to be an explanation. I don't prefer the mystery. I just don't want it. I guess you could have a 4th. That's fine. Anyway, this got away from me a little bit. But anyway, all of which to say, I have experienced both of these arguments in depth. So I'm going to be that guy and say I need a specific scientific explanation of why that is, just because I want to see what Boro says. Also, Meridu, hi. Okay. We're ready for our scientific explanation. Type 1 is definitely a certain type of Star Wars fan. Yeah. I'm definitely a suspend the disbelief type. Like, just tell me it exists and I'm very, yep, that checks out. Again, I am writing a queer mecha space opera novel, as in there are robot dragons and they're powered by magic crystals. If you need that scientifically hardcore explained, my answer is because I said so. Hope that helps. So, you know, I'm definitely in the, I don't need a hardcore explanation. But and I don't always write things that need a hardcore explanation, but sometimes I like it. Like, I do love a little more elaborate, magic setup sometimes. There was another, kind of more sciencey, magic setup in a book I read recently. Was it the Atlas 6? I didn't hate the magic in that book. I need to read the sequel to that. But anyway, I don't mind when there's like, this magic is this kind of magic, and this is this kind of magic, and they repel each other, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I do have fun with that sometimes. But also I write stuff that is like, because it is. I think the 4th would not be a sci-fi fantasy fan. That's a good point. Is that the Olivia Blake series? Yes, it is. I didn't hate the first book. I just felt like none of the characters were I didn't give a shit about any of those characters at the end, but the plot twist was intriguing. So I was like, let's see where this goes. Oh, a nice thing about myself. I've been working on some shit. I've been trying to like my writing and enjoy it for what it is. And we're talking on this a little bit earlier, but you know, just love my writing and what I value in writing. And if maybe people in my life don't love that kind of writing as much, that's okay, because it'll find its reader, and not everybody in my life hates my writing style. And, you know, so it's, you know, kind of just trying to find the joy in writing and not listen to the rude brain thoughts. I've been struggling with that. So that's been fun to get to work on. By fun, I mean, I'm glad I figured out what was nagging me, but yeah, that's my nice thing. And I need a scientific explanation of why this forest in this clearing time moves super slowly compared to the rest of the world. Not everybody hates my writing style. Many people love and enjoy your writing style, Val. Exactly. Like, it's focusing on like 1 or 2 people who prefer not world building heavy stuff is like discounting literally the ton of people who have said, I really love your world building. Maybe I should listen to the bigger group of positive versus the negative. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get your brain not to focus on the few negative versus like the mountain of positive. So yeah, I'm trying to let myself just have fun with it. That was a shocking twist. Anyway, specific scientific explanation, Boro, now. Oh, you do. Very well. Boro will now begin an elaborate presentation of scientifically how the forest works. Are we ready for this? Are we ready? There's a chalkboard out and everything. Let's go. The forest is strange and magical. Yes! Perfect. No notes, just a giant question mark. 10 out of 10. Perfect scientific explanation for why this forest is the way that it is. Thank you. This concludes the presentation. Thank you. Love it. Boro, you icon. Yeah, Boro, what an icon. 10 out of 10. That's perfect. Oh, explain it better. I don't want to be that guy. I also don't want to be the I have notes on several aspects of your presentation. I'm going to say fine. It's magical. I'll stop thinking about it. Very good. You are more in the spirit of the forest now. But if I am one day discovering the reason why time works the way it does, I will be letting you know. I am learning much about this place all the time, just like you. I tend to read Boro as a Baymax type character, so I narrate him that way. I need to borrow that when people ask about my data, yeah. Good day, miss. Happy Wanderstopping to you. Wanderstop isn't a verb. I'm going to say and to you because let's not be that grammar snob. And to you. 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 Yes. Anyway, it is occurring to Boro that I never told you about our shop camera, did I? I believe that the camera was sitting on a table by the radio last I saw it. The camera is a most enjoyable little tool. Simply point and click and a photo will tumble out right before your eyes. I love that Polaroids, like Polaroid pictures are like antique or like weird or like, you know what I mean? Like they're not new technology, but I remember when Polaroids were first a thing. So yeah. I suspect that Boro is the world's Swedish troll. He so is. Miss Alta, if you are to be taking a photo of me, please do ensure you capture my best angles. Specifically, Boro's best angle is 46 degrees latitudinally, 117 degrees longitudinally. You've surely seen the picture frames around the shop, yes? You are more than welcome to hang your photos there. Please be using your best artistic sensibilities when placing photos. I will trust fully in your sense of taste. It is true, I have been burned in the past by trusting in others' artistic taste, but this time will be different. What was the story of you getting burned? Oh dear, once upon a time, Boro was setting out color markers for our customers to use on the walls. You can surely imagine it did not take long for me to be rescinding this policy. I was going to say, oh no. I was expecting some unusual drawings to be sure, but oh goodness, yeah, he just had a lot of phallic stuff on the wall by like the end of the day. Anyway, this is a terrible memory that I am repressing deep down. Nothing to be concerned about. Here, why don't I add this information about the camera into your field guide? Perfect. Very well. This concludes the educational portion of our conversation. Back to, whatever. Thank you, Boro. Appreciate it, friend. Oh, he's so adorable. Okay, there was someone else with the exclamation mark. Can I imagine that? Oh my gosh, is Gerald back already? Okay, I think that's the demon hunter. But Gerald is already back, so let's talk to Gerald. I would protect Boro with my life, same. Let's talk to Gerald. He's already back, so I'm sure that's fine. Also, Amalia, hi. Thank you for the balls. Hi, Gerald. How's your curse doing? Wandering endlessly. The fog has wafted and waned. It lifts, it descends, and always we move through it as beasts. Endless, forever wandering. Oh no. So, not good. We are the becoming. We are the pain of becoming. We are forever. Do you remember me? Do you remember the shop? I remember life itself, splitting at the seams. I remember the fire. It's always been burning since the world was turning. I remember being bathed in silk, tossed from the wolf's cradle. What happened to Gerald? He didn't cure his curse. He just said it'll be fine and walked away. And he didn't try to get help from other people because real people, real tough dads and men and stuff don't ask for help, right? You can see the theme happening there, huh? Do you remember Timothy? Timothy. Timothy. Aren't you proud? Are you proud of your dad? Oh, He loves you. He's proud of you. He'll be home soon. Oh no! Timothy. Oh gosh, I don't really know what to do here. There is much to do. The undying call to purpose. Forever. Dang, I'm gonna cry, yeah. Just hang in there, okay? I'm sure you'll get better. Forever. Forever. Well... Surely there's something. He doesn't want tea. Well, maybe he doesn't want tea this time, but maybe he will in the future. We're just gonna let him sit there. Yeah, he's just gonna walk it off for now. Oh dear, yeah, let's go talk to Boro. The demon hunter's right there, but I think maybe Boro might have some help. Boro, Gerald's curse seems to be getting a lot worse. Yes, he is producing more thick purple smoke than is healthy for humans. Why would he know that? Anyway, should we do something to help him? Well, to be honest, curses are not quite Boro's specialty. What? So much time, it will be okay. You have so much time. I got an achievement, I'm scared. There's a healthy amount, right? From time to time, I have seen them around here, and they are always a mystery. Also, KJ, hi. Good to see you. Hope you and Rachel are doing good. It is quite sad when a person is passing through with an affliction I cannot be helping. This is also a good lesson in the sense, though, of you can't help everyone. Sometimes some people are just kind of stuck in their own stuff, and you can't solve it, you know? Like, you can only help people who want to be helped. And also, even if they do want to be helped, you can't fix their problems for you. They still have to do the effort. You might not have the energy, the spoons to handle being the help that they need. You know, you kind of always have to keep that in mind. So that is kind of nice. But I will be keeping an eye out, and I will let you know if I see any possible aid for our friend. Okay, so we're putting a pin in that one. Maybe we'll be able to come back to it later. Let's go back to the demon hunter. The demon hunter did like a little ceremony for us, and we were completely snarky to them about it. We didn't reveal anything of ourselves. The ceremony was like, tell us about yourself. And we said we are so good at life, we have no problems. Which obviously the demon hunter didn't buy, and obviously is not true. We have many problems. We're burnt out as shit and at this tea shop. So, yeah, let's go talk to them. Oh, and they're at this lovely little fireplace. This is cute. Hiya. So, I had a thought. Would you mind if we did another Vreedle ceremony? That was a Vreedle ceremony where we did not very honestly talk about our feelings. Again? Well, I realized that I did a poor job last time. I put you completely on the spot. Demon hunters are supposed to lead by example. We're supposed to guide and uplift. It was rude of me to expect you to open up first. I'm sorry. So what if we did another ceremony, and this time, I'll talk about myself instead? I would feel a lot better if we could get a fresh start. Would that be okay with you? Aww. You can say fine, sincerely, fine, sarcastic, fine, weary, beaten down by life, detached, bitter. This one's Ian. He's not in chat. I'm testing to see if he can hear me say. Hi, Ian. Me just trolling my partner. If you don't know, he wrote it as we've been together. We were practically married. Yeah, actually, fun fact, we were stressed that we might have to get married this year. It wouldn't be financially viable for us because I need government aid to go to college. Getting married would remove that because he makes too much money. But he's also going through some job changes, and his insurance had shifted for a while there. We were kind of stressed we'd have to get surprise eloped. And that turned out not to be true. Thankfully, everything worked out. Insurance is fine. He can keep me as a domestic partner. But for a while there, we were joking that we might just have to elope. And everyone was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd consider you two like married anyway. So it wouldn't really change much about my outlook on either of you, which was kind of cute. So just, you know, a little awe for your day. But yeah, fun fact. We don't have to elope. Yay. Oh, and I guess on that note, we can BRB, to not elope, but to run some ads before the ads kick in. And we'll say fine, sincere. Yeah, clearly I'm well done. Yeah, Ian's morning is going well. He's just here in his meeting and he can hear me calling him detached and bitter. Sorry. Love you. Anyway, yeah, we're basically common law married. That's true. So stretch, hydrate, meds, all that good stuff. And when we get back, we're going to do this ritual ceremony and we're going to learn more about the demon hunter this time. Fear be to not elope. Yeah, I'm going to run away real quickly. It's not to get surprise married very briefly. Don't worry about it. Stretch, meds, hydrate, all the good stuff. And I'll be right back. And then we'll continue more Wanderstop. So normally I would give y'all melons and stuff like that, but since I do have to run promptly at 1:30, I want to get through as much of this today as I can. I've been told this game is like about 10 to 15 hours long, so I am gonna try to actually play all of it on stream. But I'm sorry, forgive me, no melons today. I normally would give you melons, but we're gonna do some tea watering of plants like anyway, so you can have melons in game, maybe. A form of melons. I watered melons in our heart. Yeah, it works on some level, I think. Yeah, I also made a command recently. The most recent command gives you the most recent stuff I've done, the most recent Patreon mini space, which is kind of like a newsletter, I guess, like the most updates, the most recent microfiction piece, if you'd like to read that, and the most recent VOD, which is the Stanley Parable at the moment, because I played that since that dev is also part of this game dev, part of Ivy Road. And I was curious to see like what the vibes was of his other stuff. I haven't played Beginner's Guide. Maybe we'll play that after we're done with Wanderstop and we can compare and contrast. But Stanley Parable was interesting. I know that they're both kind of different in vibe from Wanderstop, and Wanderstop is kind of its own thing. But yeah, we're gonna say fine, sincere, because I want to be sincere to the Demon Hunter. I like them. So we're gonna be sincere. We're going to do another ritual ceremony, and they're going to tell us about themselves. Great. Just like last time, I'll need another ritual tea. But, do you happen to have any mint flavor that you can add to it? Mint flavor? I just really like mint. You're valid. Some mint would probably help calm a bit of my public speaking nerves. Sure. Ritual tea with mint flavor. Thank you. Okay. Ritual tea with mint flavor. I don't know what that means. I also don't have any tea. Wait. Let me look at the simple plants, small hybrids, large hybrids. Here we go. Puff pods taste like the origins of the planet itself. Makes you nostalgic for something you never actually experienced. Not that. Chip chips, a palate cleansing fruit filled with mint. Okay, so we need a chip chip, which we have. Consuming it reminds you of those who have wronged you. Wow. Beetle beets are savory, nutty, full-bodied, and can sometimes cause a burning sensation in the feet. Consuming it ages you by 1 minute. What? Why? That's not nice. Azzy fruit tastes like the day you first met your best friend. Aw, tart, sticky, and high in caffeine. Okay. Yeah, we need a Riedel beat. I don't know what the music is doing. It's doing something. Does it perchance take 1 minute to consume? You know what? That is a great question. What is happening? It's like stuck. Hold on. I'm gonna put it back to horse and see what happens. I don't understand. I don't understand the player. That's fine. Okay, Boro has another thing. Hold on. Hey buddy. Boro, there was some weird static coming from the music box. Is that normal? Oh goodness, you are discovering the finicky nature of our shop radio. Always breaking the radio is. Yes, it is quite an old machine at this point. You see, the dial may be getting stuck on certain unfortunate frequencies, producing static. If you hear the static, you can simply adjust the dial back to a more normal sounding frequency. Or if you do not wish to hear the radio at all, you can set the dial to mute. That way, it will simply be the gentle music of nature itself, flowing into our shop. Should Boro be requesting for a person to come and fix the radio one of these days? Perhaps. Although I will say, I am starting to become quite used to it, fond of the imperfections even. Yes, there are days when I will be letting hours pass me by in a delirious fog of perpetual static noises. Of course, perhaps constant static is not to Miss Alta's liking, so I will let you reset the radio whenever you like. Interesting. I kind of like the concept of an imperfect radio. But we need, we don't have tea balls. So we have to go run around and find some tea leaves. There's just bushes around that you get them from. And then you let them sit for a while and they become 2 little tea balls. Oops. I forgot. I was holding this and not the basket. Would you like to read Edge of a Bullet, a Dirk Warhard novel? We're not going to because it is actually quite long, but it is hilarious. And that was like not at all what I meant to grab. I meant to grab the tea leaf basket, which makes much more sense for collecting tea. But the Dirk Warhard thing was really funny. Somebody had fun putting that in there. It's like I'm on the edge of a bullet. Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in a minute. Alright. Where are tea leaves? I need tea bush. Alright, almost there. Oh, and we will, because I don't like these, we can also clip these nasty little hedges. Sometimes you find stuff in them. I guess not that time. Okay. I keep accidentally doing the Dirk Warhard book. That's so funny. Alright. Tea full. Let's go back and let the tea dry. Put them over here. Throw it in there, and then the timer will go off when the tea is done. I guess we can just go do a little maintenance in the meantime, as in like go trim some of these nasty little shrubs. So you can kind of clip them. Get rid of it. They don't look good. Oh, and in them, sometimes you'll get things like that photo. You can go hang up. Hold on. How do I look at the photo? I guess I can't until I put it up. Okay. Well, we found one photo. I still don't know what the mushrooms do. So there's that. But there's also, you can sweep up little leaf piles. There's sometimes stuff in there as well. Not always. And they do just respawn. So like, you know, don't feel like you gotta do them. They're cute. That's enough. Yeah. I feel like they do something, but I'll figure it out someday. I think this is the closest to like actual swordsmanship that we're getting in this game, like the sweeping. Ooh. We got a seed. Love that. Mushroom, yeah, I don't know what's up with them, but that's fine. I love them anyway. Guess we'll collect more tea just to have more tea balls. Because they respawn. You don't like grow the tea, but like they'll just automatically regrow after a certain point. Not. This game is really low stakes, low stress. There's no timers. I think the only timer in the game is literally just for the tea leaves to dry. Like it is really a very, very, very chill game. You do whatever the hell you want in it. If you want to just dissociate and clip these little nasty boys, or just sweep little piles of stuff all day, you can totally do that. There's nothing that says you can't. Which I really like. Because there's a lot of games that are like cozy games that the coziness is winning at capitalism, right? Like, so you have a lot of how do I put this? Like you're rushing around to timers, you've got your own cafe or you've got your own whatever, and you have to basically succeed at capitalism the bestest, and you know that's where your catharsis comes in. Like Stardew also has elements of this in Fields of Mystery and every like farming sim where, you know, you still have to sell stuff and you have to get coins and like kind of play capitalism a little bit, right? But you're succeeding at it, and that kind of gives you the comfort. I kind of like that this game just doesn't. There's none of it. There's no capitalism simulator in it at all. It is legitimately just do whatever you want. You can run around and do nothing. You can serve people tea or not. You can plant a stop sign here. Like it is truly very like the epitome of cozy. And low stakes and low stress, which I really like. Because sometimes you need that, right? And sometimes you also just find random cups in the pile of leaves, and you go clean them off, and you've got a unique looking mug. We love a do nothing pleasantly game. Yeah, I really think this game like consciously is like I'm going to intentionally do nothing. Because sometimes, and this is true, right, of anything, when you try to do nothing, sometimes you end up just doom scrolling or like doing things that still kind of stress you out. And that can be sort of counterproductive. Also, this is a cute little like Halloween mug. We're just collecting unique looking teacups at this point. Oh, that's huge. A huge teacup. Okay. But yeah, we have like all these unique teacups. We can actually we just put them on. Yeah. I think this is where I'm supposed to put or I guess I can. There's no supposed to in this game. Yeah, we can put our tea mugs up there. Oh, can we drink our own tea in the game? Yes. 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 I just keep forgetting I can in fact do that. Let's just make our own for a sec. Are these done? Hold on. Our tea balls are almost done. Also, Corinne, hi, good to see you. I'd say you can never have too many tea balls, but my overflowing tea basket in my kitchen begs to differ. So are tea balls like really a thing? Are tea balls real? I like how the captions can't comprehend the words tea and ball together. So there's that. Kind of funny. Dash the tea balls. Okay, let's make our own tea because I am curious. Can we actually? I have not actually served myself my own tea. Let's use this cup because it's cute. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. I hope your Wednesday is going all right. Put that there. I'm intrigued. Let's see. Now I want to make coffee balls? Is that like a thing? I'm like, what is truth? Who knows? And the tea bong. If I don't fill it up all the way and bap it, is that less work? No. Yes, some tea leaves get rolled into balls or pearls to dry. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that. Bap it. Wait, so you're telling me tea is stored in the balls? What? Yeah. Yes? Yeah, I guess I am telling you that. Hi, Ian. I love how you're like, I'm not going to comment on anything unless it's to make cursed comments. Shrimp resting. I guess. I suppose. I guess. What happens if I do Azzy fruit plus a chip for the mint? Like for me. Ooh, interesting color. Okay. Let's get that down to the bottom. Dry tea for sale, stored in balls. How's that for a short story? Perfect. You have nailed the like 5-word short story. Hemingway would be proud. It's kind of frightening with the green swirlies. Yeah, I should have used the Halloween cup. They also have some tea balls that kind of like flower and look pretty when you steep them. They're genuinely kind of expensive though, so I prefer just regular loose leaf. Oh my god, I'm learning so much about tea. All right, well we have like a pink and weird monstrosity. Let's go find somewhere to sit. I really like this tree over here, so we're gonna go here. Sorry, that was my other tea balls. Can I like sit here? No. Damn, wait, no, I can't. I was like, what happens? So yeah. Yeah, you can.
Who would I say has wronged me? I mean, it's weird because obviously I've fought all of these rivals. People who have tried to tear me down in all
because
sorts of
the
ways.
chip.
And I do
People who
resent
wronged
a
you.
lot of them. But bizarrely, my most vivid memory of being wronged was when I was 14 years old. My father came home from work, and he sat us down and told us that his job didn't exist anymore.
It'd be like that.
We were going to move homes again. I was going to say goodbye to everything again.
Oh.
And it's like, he lost his job. That's what I remember. That he was weak.
Oh, girl.
Why should I have to change my whole life around because he was too weak to hold on to something?
Honey, that's not how capitalism works.
That's how I felt at the time. Then, years later, I learned it actually hadn't been his fault at all.
How would it have been his fault to begin with?
Totally outside of his control.
That's life.
So in theory, I should have been able to forgive him and move on, right? But I just... I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't. It was like the anger had dug trenches in my chest. There was nothing I could do.
That's deep.
There was no amount of rational explanation that would get it to budge. I still feel that anger. Even now. I don't understand why.
The raging anger of against capitalism and how life is unfair and out of your control. And sometimes things just change and you can't control that. And you can resent it. Okay, I feel that. I don't want to get too deep into my own shit, but like, that's relatable. But yeah, I wasn't expecting surprise lore, so I guess I should drink tea more if I want lore. I think that was because I put a chip in there, and the chips, okay, different flavors of tea will evoke different thoughts from Alta when she sits down to drink. The above sticker will be printed in your field guide next to any fruit that Alta has offered her thoughts on. Interesting. Tea leaves are not required when making tea for Alta. Okay, so that's fun. We found lore on accident. Thank you for asking, Sahana, if we could drink tea for Alta, like if Alta could drink tea, because lore unlocked. The chip reminds you of those who wronged you. Puff Pods doesn't make you nostalgic for something you've never experienced. I'm curious about the Riedel Beets now, and the Azzy fruit. Super real, and we are definitely primed and encouraged to misdirect that rage at each other instead of the system. Yeah, so instead of being mad at capitalism, you're mad at your family or your friends or your parents or whoever for not doing enough. For example, and again, I'm not going to be too in detail because it's my personal life and trauma, blah, 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 but I don't want to like upset anybody. But my mom was a single mom, and when I got sick, she didn't handle it the best, and she focused on work. And I resented her so much for that. And I still kind of do. I'm not going to say I don't. But at the time, she was a single mom with no support system. That was her way of trying to make sure I was okay because we needed money. And that's not her fault. That's capitalism. Healthcare is expensive in the US and cancer is super expensive. So she was like just gaining debt really fast, and her whole thing was just, how do I stay afloat to keep my kid here? So but me being a kid, I didn't understand like any of that, so I resented her very much for it, which we've since like talked about quite a bit, so things are better. But yeah, like that one hits pretty close. Like it's one of those that's out of your control, but you still find yourself mad as hell about it, right? Because it shouldn't be like that. And I think that's where your brain gets kind of hung up on it, because like, oh, really the system is the problem. I'm Brennan Lee Mulligan, secretly. The problem is capitalism in that equation. Did I just find a whole candle? I keep accidentally taking other things out. Let's put the candle somewhere. Hold on. Anyway, I don't want to like I said, I'm sorry. probably a little real, but this game has a habit of making me think about pretty, like, it just makes you, it gives you the thinky thoughts. Where do I want to put this candle? Capitalism is the ultimate big bad. I feel like that's just true of everything in, like, all my stories and stuff. Capitalism is ultimately the big bad. There we go. We'll put the candle with the other stuff. Can I put this photo that I found? I had to look at this graph. We're gonna put this. What is this? It's a picture of somewhere. I don't know where, but I like it. I don't like that Gerald's just walking around and I can't interact with him. You put the fire over with the other fire. I did. I put the fire up on top of the fire, yeah. What was I doing? We were actually oh yeah, the ritual ceremony. I got distracted by my own thinky thoughts. It's very on brand for me. Okay, well, maybe hold that thought, because what if I just went and made myself more tea for more Altalore? Okay, we'll do the ritual ceremony, and then I kind of want to see if I can get some more Altalore. That was fun. Ooh, another mug. Oh, that mug is cute. And sometimes one tries to start a new career during a recession and hiring freeze, but it's clearly one's own fault for not applying to enough places. That's so real. I've actually been feeling that kind of lately myself, in the sense of, like, I'm trying to actually start a career in a workforce. I've never been able to work like what you would call a 9-to-5, basically, because I have a massive medical, like, history, and I can't work in person. But now with remote being a thing, I can try to find a job and stuff like that. And eventually we need that anyway, because rent is going up and blah, blah, blah. Do I have everything I need? Yes. Okay. So it's kind of one of those, I picked the greatest time to try to enter the workplace when we're about to go into a recession and the economy has been low-key kind of bad for a while. So it's kind of one of those, like, that is not your fault. You were not to blame for any, that's just capitalism being hard on everyone. So if you're struggling with that too, capitalism fucking sucks. You are not the problem. You are not the drama. Took a person who was definitely not me to stop blaming myself. Took years. Yeah, no, I've definitely also a person not me. Still definitely working on that. This other person, not me. Oops. Aha. You've reached heat. All right. I'm getting so good at tea. Love to be good at tea. This process is also just kind of adorable. Okay. So tea, a Vreedle beet, and a chip chip. Oh, wow. That's like a green. That is an interesting green. Okay. Chip chips are kind of terrifying. I don't know where that other tea that I didn't dump out went to, but that's fine. We don't talk about it. I think this is what they wanted. Hopefully. Yep. Totally fine. Okay. Where? Aha. Outside. Okay. I borrow. All right. Ah, thank you so much. See how their animation is like, they take it, they delicately sip from it, whereas Gerald is like, burp, burp, and just like chucks it down. There's that beautiful mint taste. Perfect. Just perfect. Oh yeah, Chip Chip is so fun to say. Chip Chip, it is kind of like feels more like a Pokemon, like a Chip Chip, Chip Chip, or like a weird little bird. Okay, great. I'm ready for the ceremony. Where should the Vreedle ceremony for me take place? Oh, excuse me. The difference between me drinking morning coffee versus afternoon decaf, yes. A Chipperita! Oh, that's so cute. I love that. New Pokemon that I want unlocked. Let's do it over by the Pluffins. Let's do it by the tree stump with my sword. I don't care. I do not care. I don't want to be mean. Let's do it by the Pluffins. Great. I'll put my cup away and then meet you over there. Why? But I made you the tea. Why do you have to put the... Why do you take like one sip of your tea? Oh, and you dirty up the cup. Okay, hold on. You go over to the Pluffins. I'm gonna go clean this cup. Where are the Pluffins? There are the Pluffins. Let's do it to the next to the tree stump with my sword is the phrasing, yeah. Oh wow, there's like a whole candle thing here. Okay. Alright, the altar is all set up. Let's get started. Let's go. Here upon this day, our community gathers to conduct a ritual ceremony. Congenial. Today's ceremony is in honor of our special guest, me. Hi. I'm the demon hunter who aids and assists with the needs of this community. Hold on, what's your actual name? Oh, well, we're not supposed to actually, like, use our names when we're on quests. According to the Hunter's Manual, use of one's real name can be seen as a sign of egotism and self-absorption. It is better to be seen only as a demon hunter, in service of the community, no more, no less. Well, they have that memorized. So, yeah, sorry. That's a ridiculous rule. That rule makes perfect logical sense. I kind of want to see, I'm going to say the rule makes perfect logical sense. I just want to see what they say. Also, Mer, hi, thank you for the 44-month resub. I super appreciate it. Hope you've been doing good. I know you've been kind of feeling under the weather for a while, so I hope you have been feeling better lately. So yeah, that rule makes perfect logical sense. Good. These rules have been refined over thousands of years, so they've got to be correct. Totally. Rules that are refined over 1,000, definitely not. Yep, definitely. Totally. Anyway. Thanks, much improved. I'm glad. I know you were saying you weren't feeling great, so or you had like a double illness. So like, I'm glad it's feeling better. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes. I'm a member of the Order of Demon Hunters, a society more than 6,000 years old. Wow, so old. Hang on a second. When are you going to start killing demons? I want to watch a demon die. Alta's like, I'm a sword fighter. Like, I just want to see you stab somebody. How is wandering and stopping? Well, you see those adorable Pluffins in the background, kind of just bugging together? This is going great. I'm so happy. No, we are doing what's called a ritual ceremony, apparently, to kind of get to know this person better, the demon hunter. So, like, this is kind of fun. Oh, right. Well, about that. I mean, there aren't really, you know, that many demons alive anymore. We kind of, I mean, killed most of them already. But isn't that a testament to the ruthless efficiency of the Order of Demon Hunters? I mean, yeah. But then why are you here? Oh, well, since there are so few demons left to kill, demon hunters had to start finding other ways to help. You know, like helping out around the community, doing social work, that sort of thing. These days, civic unrest causes far more problems for people than demons do, statistically speaking. Yeah, the inner demons, the community demons, if you will. So, you know, it's where we can make an impact, statistically. Or you could just stop calling yourselves demon hunters. What about the weapons on your belt? Ooh, yeah, what about those weapons on your belt? There's like knives attached to your thigh. Yeah, or you could just stop calling yourselves demon hunters. What? No. Do you know how much history the Order of Demon Hunters has? No way. That would be like if the Sun Zealots disbanded just because they finally slain the Moon King. No way. So first, let's do some order of operations world building here. First, with Gerald found a stop sign. They know it's a stop sign because it says stop on it, but not what the stop sign was for. And now we have Sun Zealots and a Moon King. I love the world building and that the world building is non-existent and just kind of random and it's fun. But those are fun to have in connection. Anyway, to get back on track, this is my first quest to a new community. So I am here to assess the needs of the community and then provide whatever support I can. This isn't a community. I would argue that it is. You and Boro make a community. The community needs you to demonstrate cool demon hunter magic. They never taught us much magic in school, in demon hunter school. Years ago, I knew how to make a smoke cloud. I could try that. That sounds great. All right, well, here goes. Little, like a puff, a little gasp of smoke. Is that it? That's super hard to do. I haven't had to make one of these in years. I guess I thought there would be more smoke. Magic like this is just for fun. We don't actually use it for anything. Besides, my role here isn't to do magic. It's to provide direct help for people. As we watch this Pluffin walk right next. I love it. We're like the characters are tracking that Pluffin. The little squeaky smoke was cute. Yeah. Okay, bye, bud. I have sworn to help this community, and I will stick to that commitment no matter what. Are there any questions at this point? Nope, no question. No, question. Who's the nastiest demon in history? Perfect question. The nastiest? Yeah, someone real nasty, real sick. Tell me about a bad demon. A sicko, you know? Painting Bird has been playing Yakuza, the pirate Yakuza, and there's like this whole thing with like weird little sickos that you have to like take pictures of. Don't worry about it if that makes no sense. But like now my brain's just like sickos. Oh gosh. Well, I guess maybe Murgmer? Murgmer was a colossal demon from the ancient age and fed exclusively on orphans. Oh, that Pluffin changed the camera angle. Apparently, he ate over 5,000 orphans in his lifetime. That's a lot of orphans. That's a lot of orphans. Not that all things considered, it's not that many orphans. I'm going to say that's a lot, because it is. I know. Before Murgmer, the most orphans a demon ever ate was maybe 2,000. So 5,000 was like, wow, this guy's serious business. Wow, sorry. We're off track again. My apologies. Although, to be honest, I've kind of shared everything about myself. That's me. Since I can't think of anything else to say, I hereby conclude this Riedel ceremony. I mean, you didn't really tell me much at all about you. You told me about what you do, not who you are. Great, we're done. Yep, the ceremony is over. Cool, bye. Wait, hold on a second. I don't suppose you feel like maybe saying anything more about you? Like, you don't have to, but would you maybe want to share anything? Just, you know, if you want. No. Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. That's totally okay. Yeah, totally. Thanks for the tea. Yeah. This demon hunter is trying way too hard to make me their whole personality, as in like trying to help other people rather than just be themselves and help that way. I sense that that's the theme happening there. Also, we have helped everyone, as it were, or we've given tea to everybody. I'm trying to remember. We're gonna try to make Alta more tea, because I'm curious what Vriedel tea on its own would say. So let's go make some tea for Alta. They said we don't have to use tea balls for her. You are their mission. Yeah, and I'm like, I think you need to just be a person. It's okay to just be a people. I will take this cup for me. Alta doesn't need a tea ball. I still feel really bad about Gerald just walking around like, Okay. I'm gonna do the Vriedel tea, and then I guess maybe the Azzy fruit tea, because like I've got a fair bit of that. I realize you don't have to fill the water up all the way to the tippy top. Wait, I fucked up. I missed. Okay, what happens if I just redo? I didn't boil the water. It would be very cold tea. I was like, hold on, I messed up. I skipped this step. For some reason, I'm very prone to skipping the boil your water step, which is kind of an important part of tea. Okay, what happens if I do that? Does it just kind of nullify that? I think that means the water's boiling now. We're gonna find out. Okay, I don't know what that... I guess we'll use the tea ball because I feel bad. Yeah, I just feel like you need the tea ball. You probably don't, but the fun color is not there. Hopefully this is in fact correct tea. Alright. Like, half of that water was cold and half of it was like boiling, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know that I did it right. Let's go back to, let's go look at my sword. Ooh, my sword has a ton of shit around it. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go sit here. Let's see if this is correct tea or if I made myself very bad tea. Was it any good? Did I do it?
Who would I say has wronged me?
Oh, damn.
I mean, it's weird because
Did we already...
obviously I've fought all of these rivals. People who have tried to tear me down in all sorts of ways. And I do resent a lot of them.
Are we just getting the dad convo again?
Bizarrely.
Okay, yeah.
My most...
Oops. Okay, we can skip that. Well, that didn't give me anything new. Alright. Okay, but that also didn't... I think I fucked up, is what happened there. That's fine. We'll go clean that. I think I didn't do the right tea amount. That's not symbolic or anything, right? Okay, also the demon hunter is already back. So let's talk to them. Let me guess. You want to do another ceremony? Hello? Are you okay? Is something wrong? Why is everyone like haunted? I'll just check in on you later. Okay. Well, I'm sure that's fine. Also, sorry I've been away a minute. Work is on fire these last few weeks. Ugh, I'm sorry that work has been a lot, but good to see you. Glad it sounds like you maybe have a little break from it. Or at least it's not as on fire. What is that? I have found a legally distinct My Little Pony. This is like an old school one. This is like a 90s toy. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm just putting this here because I love it. Look at that shit. Oh my god. Amazing. It's delightful. The eyes are also very just like, yeah. Okay. So nope. Oh, Gerald is back. Are these like the only two people who come in here? That's fine if it is. But yeah, let's go talk to Gerald. Maybe he's not as haunted anymore. Are you feeling any better? Hello? Gerald? Is everyone just giving me this cold shoulder? Oh my god. Wait, are you and Demon Hunter both not talking to me? What's going on? Can I just not hear them? Okay, sure. Bro! Oh. Hello, miss. Is there something I can be assisting you with? No. Nope. Excellent. All right. Nobody is talking to me anymore. I know, it's ominous. Right, I'm like, what's happening here? Oh, there you are. Hey, feeling any better? What's going on? Is there some reason why nobody's talking anymore? Can you hear me? Do you know what I'm saying? Am I turning into a pluffin? Whatever. What's happening? Bora! Bora! Bro, why can't anybody? If he doesn't talk, I'm scared now. Boro, has something strange happened? Nobody's talking to me. It's like everyone's gone mute. Well, I don't love that, but that is effectively what it is. Indeed. Yeah, I've been trying to get their attention, but it does nothing. Very interesting. I believe this may be a signal. A signal of what? Here, come with me. I will show you what I am thinking. Okay. Boro, please save me. A sign that I need to maybe walk a little faster. Where are we going? Save us, Boro. Boro, save us. Yeah, I'm a baby. Please save me. Here we go. You have seen the shrine by now, yes? The shrine is a most important artifact. Surely it is, but not yet usable. Let us fix that. Here we go. It has an orb. The shrine is a sacred place. It is what we turn to when we are needing to see something new. What do you mean by something new? It is different for everybody. I cannot say what it will be for you. I'm surprised we don't have an orb command, honestly. All it will do is point you towards the next step, whatever that may be. When you are ready for that, please take a seat in front of it. In the meantime, you may also continue to tend to the shop, if you wish. As long as you are our tea warrior, I am confident Wanderstop is in good hands. Oh, it's orbs, plural. Okay, I'm gonna ponder the orb. Alta stares at the mysterious shrine. Sit down in front of it and let your mind wander? Yes. It's so pretty. You're pondering? Wanderstop, yes. Oh, the music is so good. Pondering. Oh. Back here, huh? Where am I? My name is... I don't remember my name. Oh god, what's going on? Where am I? Someone, please.
Oh. Hey, your name is Alta. Remember?
Right. That's right.
You're a fighter. A warrior.
Of course, yes. I remember.
See what I mean? You knew all along.
Fun, huh? You did this so much faster than me. I do sometimes just zoom towards a plot. I'm sorry. I don't know why I forgot.
It's okay. I've got you.
Oh no, why is this making me emotional?
All of this has a purpose. I promise. Do you remember what your goal is?
Oh fuck, I don't know. What is my goal? Yes, to find Master Winters and train with her.
No, not that one. The bigger goal.
The bigger goal? No, I've forgotten that too. What's the bigger goal?
To defeat anyone, anywhere, for as long as you choose.
Okay, so that's what's in our hearts, in our kingdom hearts. It's to defeat anyone, anywhere, for as long as we choose. Gotcha. What about until I've beaten every great living warrior?
No. New fighters are going to come along, and you'll have to surpass them too.
This is too much. Also, like, hi, bye. Sorry, let me get out of the way of the cutscene.
This has to be undisputed. No losses for the rest of your life. That's the only way.
That's so unhealthy.
Think about it. Undefeated for the rest of your life.
Uh-huh. I think that's impossible. How can I even do that?
It's not impossible. Not for you.
It is impossible for everybody. Yes, it is an unrealistic goal. Girl, your goals are completely unrealistic.
None of them work as hard as you do. That's why it's possible.
No, you're just gonna break. That's how we're playing Tom Brady the game. No. Also, yeah, the Pokemon theme. We're gonna be the very best like no one ever was. Except we're gonna do it until we break our body in the process. I'm sure that's fine. With your help?
Of course. I would be honored.
Thank you.
I just need you to push yourself a little bit harder, okay?
No. Right, of course. Just tell me what to do.
I've got you, Alta. You're going to be okay.
Okay, this was cute until it's not now. We're not.
You're going to be amazing.
This is not the right direction. I think we need to go away from push yourself into oblivion, not towards it. Oh. Did the background change? Oh, it changed. What? How long was I out? Welcome back, miss. So conflicting, right? What? What just happened? We love a season. That is an excellent question. It would appear our clearing has changed. And can I say, it's a most delightful change at that. Look at all these colors. Wait, did this happen because I sat down at that shrine? It seems so. Just as Boro promised, something new has come to pass. What about my sword? Where's my sword? Ah, it seems your sword is right where we left it, on the tree stump. Perhaps not everything has changed. Might be best to explore the clearing and learn more. Hold on, are the plants I planted all gone? It would seem they are, yes. But I put a lot of work into those. They're not permanently gone, are they? How do I get them back? Oh dear, Miss Alta, I am truly sorry, but I am not knowing of a way to bring these things back. It would seem the forest has taken your plants away. In fact, do you see the hanging pots over there? Before you showed up, Boro had spent a bit of time filling all of them with lovely plants. It was quite beautiful, yes, but all gone now. I am sorry that you have had something taken from you. It is not a kind feeling. But perhaps you will join me in standing up and moving forward into the new shop that is before us. In fact, Boro can see that already a new customer is arriving. Would you care to go say hello? Perhaps she is even needing your help with something. There is still much for us to do, and I am so grateful for your patience, Miss Alta. He's a little more serious here. Beetle's here, yeah? Please take care, as always. I don't like that vision, though, because, like, I feel like it was too... It's just leaning into how we need to try harder, and I actually think we need to be leaning away from that, learning how to try less, and, like, refine what our goal is. Because if our goal is to be one of the greatest warriors that ever existed, by all rights, for 3 years, we achieved that, right? Like, just from the intro story, we were like, yes, Val, wise words, right? Shit's fine. This is actually something I've been thinking about. Like, Ian very gently kind of pointed it out that when I was kind of having my existential crisis about my writings not being good enough, like my stories not being good enough, he was like, it was good enough to get in one of the best anthologies in the country. Why does that not count? So, like, it's been on my mind. Again, Alta is me and I am Alta. You know, it's very relatable, right? Where it's like, why does that not count? It does count. I've succeeded in my goal of getting my stuff in print and in bookstores. If that was like my dream as a kid, right? I've succeeded in that. I did that. So why did I immediately goalpost it? So Alta's whole thing is she wants to be, you know, the best warrior. Yes, stop moving the goalpost for yourself. And she's technically already succeeded in that. Like, she was the best for years. And there's nothing wrong with other newer people who are maybe a little younger. Maybe there's some new techniques popping up that kind of have their moment as well. Like, no one is ever permanently on top. Not even the football sports all men. Or like, think of a famous athlete, right? Or like a famous singer, or like a famous, there's literally anyone super famous, an actor, whatever. All of them will not be that on top of everything forever. Like, it's such an unrealistic goal. Starve it. Suffer. But yeah, I find that really interesting. I think we're coming up on a BRB in about 9 minutes, but like this feels like a good kind of natural BRB point. So I'm gonna go sit back at the bench actually, and then that'll be like a nice, we'll come talk to this new person when I'm back. I welcome his rage. Yeah, bring it on. Oh, we can just sit here. That's nice. This is like a nice little kind of vista. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna take a BRB slightly early just because I think this is a nice normal pause spot, and then we can like fully go check out everything I changed. I don't know what I did. I didn't realize that would completely, like, I hope Gerald and the Demon Hunter are okay. But let's go meet this new person after the break. So don't forget to stretch, hydrate, take your meds, all that good stuff. And be nice to yourselves. If you've been like really tense, just take a moment to like breathe and sit there, and don't doom scroll. Don't check socials. Don't check the news. Just kind of sit there and like decompress. Yeah, I'll be your beat. Alrighty, I am back. Every time we get all the way to the Animal Crossing clip, the flaming toilet. I always miss Animal Crossing, and I want it back. Yes, please enjoy the melons. I did take a slightly longer break because, you know, in true fashion to this game, take a moment, take a beat, take a second to kind of breathe. When I'm like, take a moment to decompress, I applied that to myself. I try my bestest to learn to chill. But yeah, I need a new Animal Crossing. I know they announced the Switch 2, so like I'm kind of hoping when that comes out, not long after, a new Animal Crossing will come out. Like, please and thank you. I would love it so much. But yeah, we watched a cutscene and the seasons changed. We pondered an orb, and the whole setting has shifted to more of a beautiful fall landscape. And we have a new person over here at the shop. So let's see what they're all about. There's also very clearly new stuff. I think it's still pink and blue seeds regardless, but it does look like the flowers have maybe changed a little. So I know we're melon fans here, but I love the stage flames too. Like I said, I'm really glad when we get to like the end of the Animal Crossing clip or the Bidoof ass. The giant Bidoof is always very fun as well. All right, let's see who this is. Hello. Shoo, be gone with you. What? You heard what I said. I don't need eavesdropping from the competition. Competition? Damn, Skippy, you probably thought you were the only merchant in these woods, didn't you? Well, guess what? Some of us are doing real salesmanship out here. But no, you have a problem with the basic tenets of healthy market competition. Oh boy. Is this capitalism incarnate? You think nobody else has the right to do honest business, right? Isn't that what you think? What? Don't play silly, mumbling fool with me. I can see right through it. We both know you do anything to keep all the profits for yourself. Okay, well, I don't make an income. There's no money in this game as a mechanic. So, no? Capitalism, Granny. I'm pretty sure everything here is free. There are no profits. Ha! That's what you want me to believe. But I'm not worried. Once I set up shop, it's over for you and your little socialist utopia. What exactly do you sell? I bet you'd like to know that. I bet you'd love to have the edge on me. Well, tough tooties. Well, tough tooties. I'm not falling for what do you sell ever again. Wanderstop is a tea shop, so if you don't sell tea, we're not competitors. Oh, suddenly Miseducated over here knows all about economics. You want to know what I offer customers? It's simple. Firm products, higher prices, harsh, unasked for life advice. All that and a smack in the head on your way out. Typically you have to offer typically you have to offer people something they want. That's the coward's business plan. Nana knows economics, yeah. Nobody wants a smack in the head. That's what you have to sell them on it. You have to stop thinking about what the customer wants and start focusing on what you want them to want. Oh my god, so I should point out that I'm in business school right now. Like I went back to college to get a business degree with a marketing concentration. So I am knee deep in business capitalism nonsense in my life right now. And can I just say, whoever wrote this, I'm sorry. You've clearly also been knee deep in capitalism corporate nonsense. You can only write this efficiently if you've lived it. If you had even sneezed on a business text box, you'd already know this. Knee deep in the passenger seat of capitalism. Yep. I'm still pretty sure we're not competitors. Right? Okay, let's go. So let's hear your sales pitch for getting smacked. Let's go. Trying to steal my secrets again. You're good. You're real good. I like your moxie. I'm gonna enjoy running your little enterprise into the ground. Now get your buzzing face out of here and let me set up shop. Would you like tea while you set up? Hell no, I don't want tea. Nana's great. I'm assuming her name is Nana given the Nanas on the flag. That was something. Hello, miss. I am having an idea if you might indulge me. Do you remember Boro mentioned the pots over there in the hanging trellis? Their emptiness is weighing somewhat on Boro's heart, I must say. So it caused me to be thinking. Miss Alta said she would like specific tasks to complete. Yes. Have you read any of the books in game? I read the Dick Warhard one, The Edge of a Bullet. I read that one. I didn't get to read it all the way through because we were running out of time in the last time I streamed this. But what I did read of it was fucking amazing. So the fact that you said books plural, like there's more than one of those, I can't wait for whatever silliness. Yeah, I think Sparks linked the article to the Polygon one, and I really liked it. That's amazing. I love that someone did a whole article on it. But yes, I would love specific tasks to complete. Thank you, Boro. Well, what if you were helping me out to fill these hanging pots with some new plants? What do you say? Could you be taking some time for this task? But what if the clearing changes and we lose all of them again? Well, yes, I am supposing such a thing certainly could happen. But Miss Alta, should we really stop making things beautiful simply because they may disappear in the future? Did anyone else just get like slapped by Boro there? Like I know Nana offered the slaps in like reality checks, but I feel like Boro's really the one who just gives you the life lessons and you kind of just go, I mean, I got nothing. You right? I Boro, what, sir? Please, yeah, like, you should make things. Make things because you want to. Even if it's gonna go away or no one notices or whatever other thing your brain says, you should do it because you want to and it's fun. To me, the task of temporary decorating is sounding quite lovely. What do you say? Maybe if I find the time for it. Of course, there is no rush at all. Simply if you find yourself in the mood. Any plants at all would be fine in the pots. Boro is certainly not being very picky. Oh, and perhaps you'll find the task easier if you use a miniature pot? Most plants can be picked up and replanted using the miniature pot. There are several lying around the shop. Oh, is that what that is? I didn't realize. It is not necessary. Simply a little convenience if you desire it. Please let me know when the hanging pots outside are filled. I would very much love to be seeing them. If you are taking this task on, of course. Who can say? I want to make Boro happy. Okay, but before you make Boro happy, let's go see what the hell is up with this. What in the world? Does this mug just say die on it? What is needed? He who is drawn simply to what is needed, to not to what is realized. Interesting achievement. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Capitalism, Grandma. What the hell? How did you set up so quickly? That's right, that's right. We are open for business. Are you ready for profits? Are you ready for marketing? No, I do that all the time in college outside of... Okay, yeah. Are you ready to get your face kicked in with savings? Then come on down and see Nana, losers. Alright. Here I am. And what of it? What can I buy? I'm ready to see the shop. Ready to confront the crushing boot of competition? Fine by me. Behold, consumerism! I have no currency. I'm gonna take Little Meow Meow though. I fucking love it, and 69.9 is great. Very nice. My mug, a candle, and Little Meow Meow. I'm gonna take Little Meow Meow, even though the mug just says die with the brass knuckles for the... I want the cat. Okay. I can't do anything with that. Just kidding. I take none of it. Yes. What is it? What does this icon mean? Is this your face? You can't possibly be this ridiculous. Those are nanobucks. That's how much they cost. Okay, fine, but I don't have nanobucks. I've never heard of a nanobuck. Never heard of a nanobuck? How are you a small business owner? The nanobuck is the international currency. The nanobuck is the gold standard. I don't believe you. This is some Bitcoin shit. I think you're making this up. I am not making this up. How dare you accuse me of deceit? That's it. You're going to make me? Where is it? Here we go. Professor Currency's All-in-One Book of Economics, Volume 1. Oh, let's go. We're reading about economics, y'all. This is infant stuff. It's pathetic that I even have to give this to you. Thanks, Nana. I'll use this information to crush you. With Volume 1, you wish. Let's talk when you're at Volume 12. Now that's economics. Why does that make me think of like the now that's what I call music? Also welcome in, Joey. Hello. Volume 12? I still have nightmares about Volume 12. How about if I sell you something in exchange for nanobucks? We're talking about a barter? Sure, I'll bring you something and you can buy it off me. Let's see about this. Let's see this thing first, Missy. I'm committing to nothing until it's in front of me. All right, I'll bring you an item. Just give me a minute. We're gonna read this first. Okay. Are we ready? For Volume 1, Professor Currency's Guide to Economics. Hear the music change? Welcome, reader, to the vast, strange, unfathomably beautiful, unfathomably terrifying world of economics. If you've picked up this book, it's because you've made the decision to dedicate your life to the study of economic theory. You've chosen well. Starvin. I think Starvin, didn't you say you studied economics? Have fun with this. Yeah, if you actually knew economics, you would know that selling something for currency is extremely specifically not a barter. Yeah, isn't barter things like two things that aren't currency? It's your never-ending crusade. I believe in you. Anyway, are we ready? My name is Professor Currency, and I will be your guide on this multi-volume dissection of the many fascinating facets of economics. First, an admonishment. Do not be daunted by the complex nature of what you're about to read. The pursuit of economic study is demanding, rigorous, and often physically painful. This is normal. Pain is economics entering the body. Rest assured that whatever struggles you face in comprehending this knowledge, you will be rewarded tenfold once you will fully understand it. Armed with a fierce comprehension of economic theory, you will become an unstoppable machine of intellect and charisma. So where to begin? How does one dive into a field as rich and dense as economics? Well, let us start with a brief history. Economics did not exist prior to the Crimson Age. Up until this time, all goods and services were given random values. These values could change arbitrarily at any time for any reason. A loaf of bread might cost 10 grimlets in the morning, and then at 3 p.m. the price could suddenly leap to 85,000 grimlets. And while the price could then drop to half a grimlet at 4 p.m., by then the bread market was already in shambles. Yep, it was a terrible way to live, and every day tens of thousands of people died simply from overexerting their brains trying to figure the system out. Now this, I will say this right here is where I see the Stanley Parable. This is where this is where the Stanley Parable energy found its way in here. This. However, at the beginning of the Crimson Age, the government decided that enough was enough. Their solution was to form the Special Committee to Stop Money-Related Thinking Deaths, which gathered once every 3 months for an hour to discuss and deliberate on a brand new system of valuing goods and services. And after 6 months of congregation, they had invented the system which we use to this very day: economics. Under this new and profound ideology, goods and services would be given prices that correspond directly with their value. Sorry. I'm just imagining Starvin just like, oh my god. But one day I come in, I'm leaving. It was a change that produced drastic and immediate impact upon the entire world. While many were happy to have a consistent and reliable method of valuing items, for others it was disastrous. A significant number of merchants had gotten rich selling services like a cold bag of gross ugly rocks by simply waiting for the exact moment when their service was very reasonably priced, while all services were completely unaffordable. Yet, while there was complaint, for the most part, this new system was widely accepted and adopted. Quickly, vendors began to ask the questions like, what will consumers actually want to pay money for? And is there a situation where the market value of cold bag of gross ugly rocks more than is there a situation where the market values a cold bag of gross ugly rocks more than literally all other commodities? These questions became the cornerstone of economic study, and the ugly rock test is the first principle taught in most 101 economic classes. While it is certainly true that the specifics of market value are quite different today than they were in the Crimson Age, the fundamental underlying tenets of economic theory are the same now as they were back then. It continues to be true that consumers want things and are willing to pay price for a good if the price is commensurate with its value. It continues to be true that a cold bag of gross ugly rocks is a tremendously difficult, though not impossible, item to advertise as being the most valuable commodity a person can possibly own. And it continues to be true that everybody wants to make money, which means that, in some sense, everybody is an economist. Of course, some of us are more of an economist than others since we went to school for it and physically fought one another, tournament style, in gladiatorial arenas to earn our diplomas. Starvin, is that what you did? But on more of a theoretical and not very real level, every single person in today's world is an economist. This concludes our discussion of the history of economics. But what are the practical implications of economic theory in today's world? How can economics best be used for personal gain? And what about that economist combat tournament I mentioned and the light implication of packed arenas around the world where such tournaments are held? Several of these questions will be answered in the Professor Currency's Guide to Economics, Volume 2. Join me in the next book as we dive further into the unfathomably, unintelligibly, illegibly beautiful world of economics. You're welcome. Sorry, there's an NDA. Can't say. There you go. From a real... Whoa! Hi. Oh, okay. New friend. Question mark? Is friend? I don't know. I love to put a book away and then come back up for air after like trying to dramatically read that. I hope that was fun for y'all, by the way. It was fun for me. And I hope my mic wasn't being terribly peaky. But who is this? There is a Marvel or a DC comic character. No, was it DC? I'm thinking specifically, oh, he's doing a little jig for me. Oh, he wants to fight. Okay. He's here to give you your econ degree. Yeah, he's gonna fight me tournament style. Oh no. Am I thinking of the guy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Needle Teetles? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What the fuck is his name? He wears the hockey mask. He's like a good guy. Casey Jones. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, my brain wasn't getting there fast enough. Apparently, when I'm really tired and burnt out, the first thing to go is names. Then Needle Teetles. Yeah. A giant pile of beans and teeth doors. I don't remember teeth door. Oh no, that's Fall Guys, for sure. Teenage Mutant Needle Teetles. That's a Tumblr reference. Get that needle teetle in there. See? Okay. Anyway, let's see. There's also another guy in Street Fighter. This guy is Casey Jones meets Blanca in Street Fighter. I think I'm right. I think I got that right. Anyway, he's interesting. Let's find out. A fine day to you. Hi, this is Wanderstop. It's a tea shop. Vega, maybe? Anyway. You don't say. How marvelous. A cup of tea sounds most restorative, but I would ask that you first allow me a moment of rest. On a journey such as mine, one's strength must be minded carefully at all times. Rest is the utmost priority. Once I am recuperated, you can be certain we will discuss tea at length. Okay. Are you a fighter? Oh no. So you've noticed, I am indeed a warrior by trade. Currently in my second year fighting for the minor circuit, and none too upset with my record. Oh boy, here we go. Lobo, I'm thinking of Lobo. Thank you, Kikwibby. Would you allow me a small moment to boast? Perhaps you recognize my mask. It was a gift from the Vindian Empress, given only to the warriors she sees as most honorable. Those who seek honor and respect in combat, rather than victory alone. She saw this in me. I carry her blessing everywhere, on my body, and in my heart. Oh, did we? Did you? You know. I'm a fighter too. Let's see what happens. Truly? Why yes, now that I am paying attention, I see the poise and balance in your stance. Of course, I see it clearly now. Another warrior, like myself. Here in the woods, I sense an arrogant man. Okay. It is a fate that brings us together, yes? Surely it is. Please, tell me a tale of combat. I wish to know of your journey and your strengths. Well, I'm undefeated in battle. I'm going to say I used to be undefeated in battle. Let's do a little character progression, right? Where I think Alta should learn to accept that she's not winning. Let's see if this goes the way I want it to, for starters. But I think let's not focus on being undefeated. Let's say we used to be and that we're not anymore. And let's see where that goes. I used to be undefeated in battle. Ah, yes, I can recall my own first loss in educating time. Well, I didn't really lose. It's more like, okay, this is a weird question. Have you ever suddenly lost your strength for no apparent reason? Like it just sort of left you? This is unfamiliar to me. I have never felt disconnected from my power. I was gonna say, is he gonna mansplain this to us? Oh, I guess I can tell you about it. I've spent the last 8 years doing tournament fights in the combat arena. Oh, wait, no. Alta? I'm sorry, do we know each other? You are the warrior Alta. This is you? Yes? My heavens! My heavens! What a beautiful and surprising world we live in! The warrior Alta is before me, the strongest fighter of the modern era. You know me? Know you? I've been to see you fight twice. I saw you at the Royal Arena 3 years ago. It was, how do I say, it changed my life, truly. In fact, because of that, I began using a false advance in combat. I'd only ever been using a serpentine advance. But the false advance gave me more flexibility when disarming opponents. I fought a guy once who used literally nothing but serpentine advances. The serpentine advance is still the most effective at safely closing distance. I'll often follow up with the false advance with a quick weight shift. I think I'll do this one. Girl, you were undefeated for years. He'd be ashamed not to. That, like, I think it's interesting how she's surprised that this guy doesn't like that he knows her and is like, oh my god, you're amazing. She was undefeated and amazing and flawless and the top fighter in the world in whatever magical setting this is. And she's surprised that he knows her. Like that level of like, you didn't let yourself celebrate any of that, did you? Which again, I am calling myself out for that a little bit, but yeah. I'll often follow up the false advance with a quick weight shift. I try to ease into the opponent's offhand if their arm. Interesting. What do you gain from shifting the weight? It gives me a way to muddle the opponent's weapon focus. If I don't have the reach advantage, it lets me approach easier. This one feels right. It just feels right, I guess. Doesn't feel right, ironically. If I don't have the reach advantage, it lets me approach easier. Ah, interesting. I'll have to try it for myself. Oh, and the second time I saw you, it was just last fall. You fought Lady Ash in Speria. Right, yes, I remember. That was a good match. Please, do not ply me with your false modesty. You wiped the floor with her. She put up a fight. She actually would have been fine if she knew how to switch stances. I'm gonna do this one. Perhaps, but the advantage was obvious. Your movement simply could not be matched. And now I've run into you purely by fate, here, in the middle of nowhere. And you're running a tea shop? Is that right? Yes. Yep, this is what I do now. Again, just briefly, I'll be back to fighting soon. We're gonna character growth a little bit. We're gonna pick options that are like, no, we're not fighting for now. We're putting that on the back burner. We're gonna just do this tea shop stuff at the moment. We're not. It's like, I'll be back to fighting soon. Maybe we won't be. Let's find out. Ha, Warrior Alta, I am astounded once again by you. You have discovered a new form of training in the most unconventional location. Okay, so he doesn't believe we're just running a tea shop. This is training. Making tea. I never would have thought to try it. What new abilities will this unlock for you in combat? Does it strengthen poise? Or is it mental training? Well, wait, do not tell me. I only wish to see the results. You surpass us all once again. I am stunned, but not surprised. Thank you. Oh, my apologies. I never introduced myself. My name is Ren. I have come to these woods seeking personal growth to find new strength. Meeting you has affirmed that I am walking an honorable path. I hope your journey goes well. It's really nice to talk to another person like me. I kind of like it when you get to talk shop with somebody. Nice. I haven't talked to another fighter in a while. Oh, but of course, Warrior Alta, you and I are kin. We share a common destiny. Well, let's not go that far. And it is fate that we met here. I believe this with all my heart. I guess. Let me know if you want tea. Tea, of course. In all the excitement, I had nearly forgotten. Yes, let's have a cup. You don't need to rest first? Oh, how can I possibly rest? I am flush with enthusiasm. No, a cup of tea right now sounds perfect. Sure, what would you like? I must say, meeting you here has reminded me of the passion I felt in my youth. Back then, the world felt spontaneous and alive. He's like 30. True gifts of surprise and delight feel rarer and rarer to come by as I get older. But seeing you here has felt like a call to action, to be inspired and to chase what feels most alive. Please, won't you bring me a cup of tea that calls to mind passion in pursuit of one's dreams? That is what I desire most right now. That's extremely specific for tea. Ha, indeed it is. Perhaps my more poetic side has gotten the better of me today. But if anyone can deliver on lofty expectations, my goodness, surely you can. Please simply do as you feel. Any cup of tea you bring me will be perfect. Okay, so it literally doesn't matter. He just wants tea from me, and all of that is correct. And it is training in some ways, learning how to rest. I feel like learning how to rest is really important because, like, if you don't do that, your mind will just kind of implode, and nobody wants that. It's okay. Let's see. I guess let's tend to the plants. Okay, let's go talk to Nana, and then we'll tend to the plants and see what we need to do for tea. State your business. Want to trade? Show the items you're holding. What are you talking about? You aren't holding anything. I won't be fooled by trading something for nothing. Not again. I'm not hating him though. No, me neither. Store policy. I only buy things that actually exist. Try harder if you want to rip me off next time. What if I gave her back the economics book? I like it though. What if I... Can I give her a mushroom? Hold on. What if I just give her a hue shroom? I don't know what these do still, so. Ooh, hold on. Package. A lost parcel. Let's go to return that. Also, have a good lurk, mermaid. Also, if you've been lurking and listening to me, especially do that dramatic reading of the economics book, thank you for not totally hating my voice. Also these, my tools. My tools are gone. Hold on. Did they back? Okay, thank God. Everything is just like, everything resets. That's interesting. Okay. So everything resets when you do a season shift. It's good to know. These plants are different. A yellow seed. But the pink seeds are the same. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. She'd probably buy the unicorn, but that pony is ours. Yeah, I'm not giving her that. I love the dramatic reading. It's really helping me work. I hate that body doubling really works for me. Oh, I feel that in my soul. I do tend to use streams as sort of podcasts, like background noise, because I'm the same way. It kind of helps focus my brain up. Okay, ma'am, would you like my hue shroom? How do you feel about mushrooms? Trade. Let's see it. Thank you for the hydrate. I will actually real quick before we get going because that was a lot of reading. Okay, water achieved. I've truly gotten more work done the last past hour and a half than I have all week. I mean, I'm glad to help. All right, none too shabby. What's its story? What's so special about it? Nothing else, just lying around. We're gonna make up an elaborate lie about its origin. Let's go. It's, you know, an ancient rune. An ancient rune? Missy, everybody and their grandmother's got an ancient rune lying around. Well, let me explain to you what's so special about this ancient rune. I killed a man for it. I broke a promise to an old friend for it. It was a reward for saving an entire village. Ooh, broke a promise to an old friend for it. That sounds drama. Is that so? What kind of promise are we talking about? I swore I'd place the rune on my lover's grave. I promised to deliver the rune to an aging monk. Or my uncle asked for this exact ancient rune for his birthday. I'm gonna do, I swore I would place the rune on my lover's grave. And? Why didn't you do it? I wanted to make a noble statement about moving on from heartbreak. Turns out I was lying to myself about the lover all along. I'm doing that. All love is fake. Didn't they teach you that in school? Alright, I can make use of this rune. It has history. I like it. You got yourself a trade. Now pick one and only one item to take with you. Cat. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. Finished? Good. After this, it's nanobucks or nothing. I have a cat! We have little meow meow. Love it. Wait! My... Everything gets erased. My unicorn. My unicorn. Okay, hold on. Did my stuff get preserved? Nothing got preserved. No! Aww. I wonder if I have to like put it... Let's put it on the shelf and see what happens to little meow meow when we move on. That's upsetting. Okay, but the book stays. Interesting that the book stays. That's kind of funny. But we have a cat at least, but like... Okay. Oomst? Another person? Okay, hold on. Another human. Hello. Welcome to Wanderstop. It's a tea shop. Do you want tea? Tea? No, not feeling very good. Just want to sit down. Okay, sure. The ephemeral nature of stuff. I know, but I want the collectibles. Why can't I have them? Okay. Oh yeah, that one guy wants tea. Let's go find some tea. Do I still have tea balls? I have literally nothing. Wow, it reset literally everything. Okay. That's cool, I suppose. I didn't need any of that. Tea. Hopefully eventually I'll be able to kind of like go back. But if not, I think maybe that's kind of the point of the game, but that's fine. Yeah, the ephemeral nature of stuff. I wonder if I tried to leave, would I just immediately pass out again? That would be kind of funny. The tea bushes are kind of easier to spot at this point too. This is reminding me of Cozy Grove. I could see it a little bit. I could see that. Let's go put these on the timer and then go talk to people and wait for them to try. Okay. All right, Boro, what you want? Boro, the old woman over there is trying to run Wanderstop out of business. I see. Should we be concerned? No, she doesn't seem to make any money. Don't worry, I'm studying economic theory to take her down, or I don't really care, I'm just telling you. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm studying economic theory to take her down, because I don't think Alta has fully learned how to not worry about things yet. Oh, are you also being a student of Professor Currency? So far, what is your favorite aspect of economics? Supply. No, wait, demand. I like all of it. I couldn't possibly choose. Fine, I lied. I was trying to sound smart. I'm gonna say supply. No, wait, demand. Yes, indeed. I am also preferring demand to supply. Perhaps in my younger days, I was being more of a supply kind of person, but this was a younger Boro. A Boro that is long gone. To be honest with you, I am not especially worried about our new competition. Perhaps it will even be fun. Yes, surely. Fun is the primary goal of all competition between businesses. Yes, definitely. Oh, the customer asked me for tea that evokes passion. What kind of ingredients should I use for that? Y'all are small business owners, you do the supply part. Sarvin, I just love your actual economic understanding is just kind of like dying to the game's meme economic understanding. And I'm sorry that you chose today to come back. Like, happy to have you around. Sorry you're getting dragged, but it is kind of funny. Collecting things and helping people self-actualize or something. Yeah, that's our something. I mean, perfect day to check in. It is very funny. How interesting. Boro isn't sure. It doesn't sound quite like any ingredient I can be thinking of, but perhaps that is okay. Sometimes a customer will be open to many possible flavors of tea, not knowing for sure until they drink it. I would suggest that you simply bring them whichever flavor feels right to you, and if they wish for something else, they will say so. How does that sound? That's pretty frustrating. Indeed, our customers do not always make our jobs easy. Fortunately, Miss Alta has plenty of practice dealing with frustration lately, so I am certain you are up to the task. Boro he just drags us. Again, Nana's one thing, but Boro's the real one. Just every time a life lesson from like the kindest man who's just willing to lovingly drag you. Like, you know, methinks you're trying a little hard. All right, I am up to the task. Oh, okay, there's so many. Okay, Boro, what else do you want? So what exactly happened to the other customers, Gerald and Demon Hunter? Are they dead? Oh, goodness, no. They are being very much alive indeed. They are simply somewhere else, in a place not visible to the two of us. I wonder what Demon Hunter is up to. Oh, I'm gonna say, do you think Gerald is okay? Miss Alta, I am so sorry, but he is on his own path now. A journey all to himself. Like you, Boro is concerned about Gerald's curse. Not an easy thing to be dealing with. Not at all. Will we see him again? I hope so, but it is not being a thing I can predict. And if we do not see him, then we won't have to trust in him to resolve the curse on his own. And Bora was like, see, there's this thing called object permanence. Yeah. He's like, is that okay? Can I ask for your patience if our paths do not happen to cross with his again? It just feels like there was more to do. Of course, I understand. And one day, there may be more to do. But that is not being on our control for now. I am hoping very much that you are able to complete everything which is in our power to do so. I like that. Like, the game's kind of like, hey, not everything is in your control. Like, this theme has kind of happened twice now, like with Alta's memory of her dad, right? And like, we can't control everything in life. I really hate this, personally. As a very anxious person, I feel the need to have to control everything, which I'm kind of learning to let go of, because like, you can't control it, right? Literally impossible. And that can be really rough sometimes, but like, that's life. Oh, you said tea before. Yes, this is a tea shop. Do you need something? I'm not feeling very good. For a long time now. Pain in my chest. Something to relieve the pain? Perhaps. Is that what you want? Tea to help with your pain? If you have it. I'll take a look. Something else? The mind. It focuses only on the pain. Oh, mood. And the tea give my mind another thing to think of? Something to think of other than pain. I'll do my best. Alright. Something to think of other than pain. Oh, my tea balls. Oh, okay. Do I still have a field guide? Have these changed? Oh my god, okay, they've changed. There's so many more. What the hell? Okay, so we still have Chip Chips. We still have the Riddle Beats. But now there's something called a Mess Berry. But you mean this is a game where you're not supposed to solve everyone's problems? Right? Most games let me fetch quest people's problems away. So this is interesting that it's like, no, sometimes you just have things are out of your hands and you gotta live with that. This friend is heartbroken, possibly. A taste that is impossible to quite place no matter how hard you think about it or what you compare it to. Known to infuriate some. Okay, Pelmelon. Causes temporary amnesia if you drink it too fast. What? Completely tasteless. Returns your thoughts to a time of innocence. Maybe that for the one person. And then the Wiling Tree. Consumption tends to make one overly confident in their ability to do math. That's kind of amazing. Snock cones are noted for relieving physical pain when eaten. Taste like citrus, milk, and whatever you ate most frequently for breakfast as a child. Okay. Let's do the Snocks. And then, I guess literally none of these matter for the other guy. I kind of want to make him overly confident in his ability to do math, though. That conceptually very funny to me. Okay. Chest pain, maybe foxglove. Oh, you're like, here's the actual thing you can do. Can I like pick these up? How do you... I only have 2 yellow. Guide to economics. Can I like... So I flip it. Oh, that just kills it. Okay, I killed a flower. Don't look at me. Oops. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to transport plants for that side quest. Said they had some pots. But I don't see them. Oh, you do have seeds though. Picky. Let's see. Hold on. Pot? And I has pot? See any? Ah, okay. Well, here's one. What do I can stash that. That's interesting. I wonder if there's more pots over here. Maybe there will be. No. Let me clear these out. Shoot. Violet, there is no pot by the T-bot. Right. Of all the places a pot would be. You're not wrong. Okay. Let's see. Okay, sorry. There's too many little nasty boys around here. We're gonna clip it. I kind of like I can just run through them with the clipper button and just press the clippy button and they go away. This is satisfying. We'll snip. I like that it's just giving me seeds and nothing else. Oh, wait. Okay. Just kidding. I had to complain about it, clearly. Oh. Okay. I was like, where'd that go? Okay, hold on. We got a mail back. To the person who placed the lost parcel in the mail, Detective Greyline here, that package you mailed to me just so happened to have been the crucial piece of evidence I needed to crack the Susie Winderkins case. How did this vital piece of evidence end up in your hands? I don't know, but I'm grateful you sent it. Now, little Miss Winderkins will get to go thankfully free. I switched some words up into that order there, and be fully cleared of all charges of mass aggravated livestock theft. Interesting. It's another victory for justice and a close call at that. Little Susie has requested that I send her favorite doll as thanks. It may not mean much to you, but this doll is so special to her. Jay and I both appreciate your help more than words can say. Until next time. Okay. Oh. Well, that doll is nightmare fuel, so I'm gonna go hide that. Oh, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go way up. We're gonna hide that all the way up there. Oh, and we're gonna grab this, because that's another pot. Okay, let's go see if we can stash some of these plants in a pot. Oh, there's pots outside. There's another pot. Did she steal a bunch of chickens? I guess? I'm trying to decide how to... Pot. Perfect. Okay, let's see how this works. Can I go put this... Where's his, little... There we go. Aha! Yay! Okay. We've done one plant. We're so good. I think these other ones I can actually water. Oh, this has seeds already on it. Okay, hold on. But yes, we'll say that she stole a bunch of chickens. I think that that's smart. That makes sense. Let's go water some plants. Okay, where's the garden? I always go the wrong direction. Garden is this way. I feel like this changed slightly. Did the garden change location, or am I just imagining that? Ah, ooh, okay. You can literally, as long as you have a pot, just move the plant. Am I going right back to the other one? Yes. Am I going the long way? Also, yes. Oh, well, come on in, Raiders. Hi, hello. If you're new here, my name is Val, or Space Valkyries. I'm a queer variety streamer and science fiction and fantasy writer under the pen name VM Ayala. And today we are playing Wanderstop, and we just got to this new section of the game and are meeting some new customers and figuring out some new plants. So thank you so much. Oh, Wolf Among Us. I was gonna say, what were you playing? I want to play this game so bad. It is such a cozy, comfortable game. If you are looking into a game you just need to unwind with, absolutely like a perfect game for that. Yeah. Oh, the March 11th release is no longer relevant information, but yeah, the game is out now. We checked it out a little early, a couple weeks ago, so that's why that says March 11th. In case you didn't know, it's definitely past March 11th. Yes, we were planting plants for our friend Boro here. and just making tea and relaxing. If you need to raid and run, please feel free to do that. Thank you so much for bringing your community on over and trusting me with them. And if you, are new here, like, don't forget to stretch, hydrate, take your meds, all that good stuff. If you've been hanging out with Plurby for a while, thank you again for the raid. I'll stick a little bit here, but I have to go do dinner. No worries, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're, like I said, if you're new here, I'm Val. My pronouns are she, they. And we'll probably be playing Wanderstop for a bit, in terms of like stream days. Normally you can find me Wednesdays and Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And we're also playing Wanderstop on Friday. So yeah. Did I get distracted by just moving plants over to the other plant section? Yes. Yes, I did. We were supposed to be like doing plants in the garden, but I am just planting plants in the garden instead. Though I will say everything kind of changed. The garden was on this side at the first section, and now it's in a completely different spot. And I'm trying to reorient where the garden is, which I didn't actually need to do for this. I need to go put this in the hanging pots. Yes, veggies sound very tasty. I agree with that. Hope you have a good dinner, good veggies. We are just moving plants over to this little thing because our friend Boro, who is very lovely and amazing in this game, wanted to refill his hanging plants because they all reset and he didn't like that. So we're gonna go and put the plants back. Boro would say you're not supposed to. I know, we technically are, we don't have to. We're transing the plants, we are. Oh, fuck yeah, trans rights, forever and ever. I'll drop in again for Wanderstop, hell yeah. Well, I mean, I always appreciate if you stop in. If this is your first time being here, thank you so much for hanging out. And I appreciate it. Good thing this game literally encourages you to do what you want when you want. Yeah. And yes, have a great dinner. Thank you again for stopping by and trusting me with your community. I keep running to the garden when I need to go to the other. So now that I know how to transplant plants, I will be doing this constantly to all the other... Oops. Because there's a bunch of places you can just plant plants to look pretty, and that's just going to be my mission for a while. Just to make everything look pretty. Yeah, we can also... I suppose we should also, like, actually do some gardening in a second. Because I do have to get going very shortly. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Actually, okay, we won't do any gardening. We'll probably just plant all these. And then we'll probably call it. I have actually, we're going to have to end stream fairly soon. So thank you for the raid, but unfortunately we're going to have to go share this love with somebody else very shortly. Because, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But I have an internship interview in about an hour. So I have to go prep for that. It's a second round interview. I'm fingers crossed. I would really love to get that. It's for a digital media marketing internship at a local company, but it's fully remote. So that's really awesome for me because I'm immunocompromised and I can't do in-person work. It's been a little bit of a work hurdle for me. So I'm really hoping this is a good first experience. Yeah. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just move all these plants over and then we'll probably call it shortly after. We have about 9 minutes for the ads kick in. So we'll go ahead and call that there. Aha! We've done it. We have moved every plant. We have filled this whole plant up with very lovely, cute plants. I hope Boro likes it. Let's go see if Boro has anything to say about that. Boro does not, but we made Boro happy because he was requesting that we fill up all the plants over here with other plants, which we have now done. So I think that's a good little chill note to end on. There are other friends over there that have quests and stuff like that, but I think we should save that for the next stream. Again, we are playing this on Friday. Again, because I would like to play through this whole thing. This game has been very beautiful and wonderful, and has been a lot about burnout and taking a moment for yourself and like resting. And so if you kind of are at a point in your life where maybe you're a little burnt out, here's a game that's really cute and about burnout and perfectionism and learning to just take a breath and a pause, that I think is a really cute game that came out at the right time in my life. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. And again, the epic end of stream message is detached and bitter, much like my partner Ronan. No, not really. He's really not that grumpy, but I like to give him shit. But yeah, so we're gonna, like I said, we'll play this again on Friday. We'll be back on Friday. There might be a bonus stream on Sunday for Slime Heroes, but I need to hear back about the key. They gave me like a little PR kit, so at the very least I'll show that off on Friday if I don't hear back from them. But yeah, thank you, and thank you for all the good luck wishes for the interview. Fingers crossed that it goes well, and that I have a summer internship. That would be really nice. Yeah, if you'd like to follow me, I am on Blue Sky. There's my Patreon in there as well, and my YouTube, where I'm going to be putting all my VODs. More and more, I'm trying to port my VODs over to YouTube from Twitch a little more consistently. So going forward, probably like the day I stream, the VOD will probably be up that evening, just for streamlining. So if you are curious about that and you want to do that, that's my YouTube. And then Patreon, I do like writing updates. If you like science fiction and fantasy, that's where you can find me. But yeah, I think that's everything. And I will go over the ending scene. Let's go find someone to hang out with.